So that fixes the symmetry. We have the left ones and we have the right ones. The middle one... You probably only unlock the middle one by getting access to all of the hidden shards, huh? Or something like that. The left and... It just makes sense to have 3 on the left, 3 on the right, and the one in the middle looks like the secret. But maybe that unlocks when it does all the time. Not sure. Wait. I have one Elder Shard. What is that? Let's destroy the Elder Shard. I'm not sure what that purple thing is. I'm just concerned about it. Doesn't seem like another Elder Shard because I have one right now. Let's go spend this stuff, go level up. And then I think if I go to that purple thing, maybe that's the final boss fight. Final finale of finality. Yeah. And whatnot. Hordes arrive when you least expect them. You're wrong. You're wrong, I always expect them. They also basically always are happening. Oh god, these early zones where it was like, look at you, you've got 70 shards, isn't that impressive? I'm like, I got 30,000 from a singular fight. They only had like 100 hit points, didn't they? Are you done? Look at that giant shard. Big, angry-looking shard. Oh, just got the resist achievement. I guess we made it. About as clear of a notification as you'll get that we finished this arc, essentially. So yeah, I think the game's essentially over, and I just gotta do my... figure out what points I want to spend, and then level up, and then fight. Fight hard. Freaking, yeah, Magnet rank 3. Appreciated. God, 200% more shards from bosses. 5% health every time you hit an enemy. It sounds like the best idea. 5% of your damage turned into health. My damage is what? 196? That's a lot. That's like 10 health per hit. So a 4-hit combo would heal me for 40 health. I guess that's not that amazing, is it? With having like 1,000 health. It helps a lot versus hordes, because when you're fighting hordes, you fight a bunch of guys at once, so you're hitting tons of people. So it's like 40 damage, it's 40 health per combo per enemy, so it's like blah, 300 health. Right on the spot. At least I have shield absorb rank 3. It's unfortunate that shield drain is my lowest ranking thing in the game, although I am still missing... I'm still missing 2 of them. I've come to the conclusion that this middle slot right here is going to be empty forever, because I can't highlight these 2 blank ones. Executioner increases your critical hit damage by 250%. Whoa! Reduces melee and cannon damage by 30%. But 250% critical damage. My critical hit chance is decently high, 30%. That's not insane. But rank 1's a bummer. But yeah, like there's these two diagonal ones from each other that I don't have yet. I can't highlight them at all. But this one right here, I can highlight that one. So I think that one's always empty. Those probably represent 2 gauntlets I've never beaten or something. Maybe. Executioner. Like that coupled with like a crit bonus wouldn't be completely insane. Increased chance of letting hit. This affects my health total though. But the crit DPS could be so high. I feel like I really need all of these though, don't I? Maybe not the kill enemy one. That might be worth it. Damage is reduced by 30%, but I have about a 1 in 3 chance of doing 250% damage. No, critical hit damage is 500%. So I lose 30% damage, but I have a 1 in 3 chance of doing 5 times damage. I think... Does that work out mathematically? I think it does. I'm pretty sure that's an overall gain, which would help with the shield drain too. I don't know if I want to lose my shield elixirs though. As tempting as it is to go in for additional crit chance. Because this increases your chance of doing a critical hit. It reduces your health. The problem there is I lose my shield flasks, which means I literally lose the ability to flask. So that's a problem I don't want to go with, I think. Okay, so what's my new ability? Drastically increase the cannon's damage. Right when I'm thinking about not using the cannon. This technology is proof that human ingenuity will always prevail. The Eschaton should never have underestimated the Valkyrie division. Drastically increases cannon damage. Is cannon damage listed? 882. Damn. What was it before I clicked? Crap. I can always check earlier in the video, I suppose. I encouraged Sail Yacht during a raid. She's terrifying. Encountered Sail Yacht during a raid. She's terrifying. Nothing our weapons can't handle, though. Eshe is the leader of the Eschaton. Eschaton. It's like an unpronounceable word. She is by far one of the strongest opponents, but do not despair, the Valkyrie division will prevail. Armor, please. Health, please. Which also increases my armor, as it turns out. Melee damage. Max energy. Treasures revealed on the map. Screw it, let's just get it. Let's see. Can I afford you? I might as well just grab you here. Yep. Now this entire tree is full. Okay, this tree is done. Oh, there's one little guy here. One little ammo capacity thing. Was this ammo capacity too? Yeah. Extra ammo. There's another extra ammo over here. That tree is done, except for the miscellaneous pips. And then here is going to be ammo capacity, and cannon damage. So I'm missing 3 shots from a cannon and 30% multiplier in damage. That would probably be worth getting. If I get enough shards from attempts on this boss that I can go spend them on Water's Will, I probably should. It'll make the cannon even more powerful, and at this point, it's probably worth having be more powerful. And it's easily the highest priority thing left on the tree, because everything else is bonus ammo, I suppose. So yeah, I'd go on that next. Makes the most sense at this point, but also just buying miscellaneous stats will always help. Has a long shield meter. All the meters are long now. Wish me luck. You're invulnerable while dodging enemies. We just wanted to make sure you picked up on that. Netagel. I'm falling again? Weird. Noxworm? Oh, it's like next level versions of all the enemies, I guess. It's gonna be a gauntlet, I suppose. I'm ready for you guys, I think. Rolling attack. The roll attack's kind of great for this. This might be a long one. Oh god, do I have to do... Does that mean I have to do this entire gauntlet again if I lose against the, Yeah, it might be. If I lose against this thing, I might have to redo the whole thing to get to the boss fight. If that is what this is. Unless the boss fight's in the open world and this is just like a weird side area. Jeez, the dash is great. Siren's gone. I'll admit you're a stubborn woman. Hopefully I was supposed to do that. Okay. Ow. Hi. Alright, this is zone 2 then. Okay, we destroy you, cultist. Can't have you roaming around, being a problem. Okay, where's the new one? There you are. Come on. Alright, nope, cultists are not down. There's still a new one. Somehow. Somewhere. He's up there. Whoop! I feel so sad to be at my normal amount of pickup range, but it's just not worth it. It's just not reasonable for me to use that. Can you not be inside the spikes? Come on, man. Just unsportsmanly. It is refreshing to not have to worry about health at all. The moment I don't have to worry about health, it just doesn't exist. It's kind of neat. Hi. Oh shit. Poison. Alright, threat of poison. Is there a floor down there? I can't tell. I'm afraid to jump. We're in the Region 3 stuff now, and this is where they like to have no floor, which is scary. That was probably not a best use of that resource. Probably should have saved that. Jesus. You can look at their health bars to see what happens when I crit and what happens when I don't crit. Like, it's like, oh, pitiful, 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 boom, health is gone. The crits are obliterating them. Okay, now the screen's filling with poison. Yeah, I figured it must be safe down here because these guys are down here, and they can only stand on the floor. My health is full. I'm just beating them down. The damage numbers are too ridiculous because of the last bonus that increases my crit chance. That's a fun combo to do. Spike guys up top. Actually, kind of everywhere. Yep, they're still kind of a pain in the ass. You're down. Oh, that must have crit. Yeah, I did it.
You'll never get out of here. Afraid your friends will find just the shields are quite operational.
Ooh. That's the end of that, apparently. Yeah, right, phase 2? Boss fight? Yes? And can I please start here if I die? And not redo the whole thing, maybe? Oh, spooky forest. Spooky candle forest. Okay. Spooky crisscross zigzag candle forest. Oh, that's not a ledge. You guys were hiding a whole new tile set? Oh, here it goes. His name is Nyarlathotep. That hand wave. Ow. Rude. Oh my god, I can just cling directly to the crystals. That's great. That's not good. That's not good. A lot of danger waves. I'm making it work, though. Ow. 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 Jesus. No. Just trying to get up to your crystal. Woohoo! Okay. Woohoo! Hit them both. That's a release. That was satisfying. Okay. Need to go higher. No, stop it. Stop it. Come on. Nope. Could not hit both. Okay. What? Okay. Dynamite Rave. I never knew the lyrics to that song. I can't think of them right now. They go too fast. I never wanna give up. Gonna have a party, something real good. Yeah, yeah. Rhythm and beat. Oh, jeez. Here it goes again. Whew. Oh, it's a fireball. Did not know that was what it would look like now. Okay. No, trying to. It's hard to get. It's hard to escape the skulls. I don't know how you escape the skulls once they start going, because it's like I'm just kind of stuck with them at some point. That one's down. Apparently, he still has hit points. Oh, is that the bottom one? That might be a hard one to fight. Basically, need him to start shooting his. I needed him to start shooting his, yeah, skulls up here. How do I hit this one? God damn it. He won't stop moving. I can't see. I really can't see right now. Oh my god. Oh wait. That's my chance. Just stop my attack from happening. Oh. Damn it. I didn't notice the bottom one even existed. That's the problem. 22,000 more stuff to spend. Jeez. Okay. Alright, Godwater's will. Guess I'll start going towards ammo. That's all for now. So I got more shields, more health. Those are both good. So do I have to redo the entire thing? Yes, no. So probably not a very hard boss. Now that I know the bottom one exists, I need to do that one first. So do I have to do the entire gauntlet again? Is the question. Or do I just get to go fight the boss fight now? Oh, you developers, you did the same thing and I love you for it. I'm like, don't make me do this gauntlet every single time. It's not. It's just not very difficult, but it is time consuming. And they didn't make me do it. Yay. So new strategy, 100% of my damage is going to go towards the bottom one now, until it's destroyed, because the other ones are way easier to hit. The ones in the air are easier, because they're less dangerous, you're not stuck on the ground, like you're not constantly vulnerable to all of his attack types. He's not even doing other attacks yet at this point, right? I think it just like swings around every now and then. Oh, no, there's that. That's fine. Also, let's do a little bit of health, yeah, be a little more careful with my health. Trying to roll through these skulls. Trying to reduce overall damage taken a bit. Took more damage than I probably should have already, honestly. But yeah, the one on the ground's just kind of hard to hit. Because you're under attack at all times. Okay. Now at least I can switch between the two as we go. And I can grapple straight to them. And kind of air combo them. Of course, sometimes it just hits both of them. Get up! Ah! God damn it! Oh. Although I have expressed how I'm not a big fan... At least the respawn rates are really fast now. I have expressed how I'm not a big fan of the grappling hook, and yeah. There's definitely an element of just like, come on, man. No, dude. Oh, come on, man. Just do it. No. Fuck. Just do it. Alright, try again. It should only take a few attempts. That was my mistake because I should have just healed, but I was distracted. I'm like, surely I can escape this damage range, right? And like every single time, you get stuck in a loop of like, I'm trying to grapple hook out of this zone, but every time I grapple hook, I just get hit by the same thing again. No, don't fall out. Oh, god damn it, I can't. God damn it, god damn it. Where, I'm trying to orient my character compared to the shard he's trying to hit in the midair, but I just can't fucking tell where he... The screen shake makes it look like I'm in 4 places at once because of the screen shake. Like, I just can't locate exactly where my character currently is. Fuck! I didn't know I was low on health. It hits the point where there's so many attacks happening, and I just can't see what's going on. I'm so busy fighting the fight that I can't really look around very much. But maybe I should try to see if either of those platforms are good locations for shooting the gun out with, because... Maybe when things go full crazy and I just can't make an approach, maybe standing on those 2 platforms might be... They might be located in a way that helps you attack the main shard locations. Not sure. Maybe when he's crouching, yeah. That's about the only position, though. I always get hit by the first one. I don't have the timing down, apparently. Damn it. There we go. And when he crouches, I think the answer might be to stand... Like, whenever he leans down, I think the answer is to stand by one of the platforms. God damn it. You awkward ass arm swing you do. He's half dead again. That's the easy half of the fight. Oh, he knocked me down. Yep. Just got up there and he's already doing it. Yep, that's what it is. God damn it, there's so much happening right now. Oh, you missed that? Go up. There we go. Oh, crap. You're that low on health? I didn't even hit you. I basically haven't hit you yet? Uh-oh. Not great news. Oh, I missed the platform. We'll go up here and heal for a little bit if you don't mind. Deuces, you can't get me. Should be a kind of safe spot for a bit. I got some more shards for myself, because they give you a lot for this place. God damn it. Alright. Okay. Jesus. Oh, my health. Whoops. I almost died, even though I'm destroying this fight right now. I'm doing so well, and I almost died because I didn't heal. Because I wasn't paying attention again. God, okay. My brain. That missed? Kind of missed. Mostly missed. Oh, I almost died again. God damn, dude. Pay attention. Oh, I slid off. So close. Every time he does that, when he does the upward swing, it knocks me off the wall, so I can't keep going. Okay. No, get on the platform. No, get on the fucking platform! What's wrong with you? It's the basic platforming. Oh my god, it's amazing how much the screen shake destroys my ability to just play the game. Like, it's just a platform, and it's big. It's a big platform in the middle of the room, and I can't line my character up with it because of all the screen shake. I died? Oh, fuck. I don't like this fight. I just don't like it. Fuck, the final boss's screen shake. Like, that's... I genuinely can't see. It's shaking so fast, I genuinely cannot tell where exactly I am located on the screen. And that is a genuine problem when there's like a gargantuan platform in the middle of the room and my only goal is to land on that and fire my cannon to take out his last shard. And I'm like, I can't tell if I'm on it. No, I'm falling off again. No, damn it, no. Oh, man. And there's a lot going on, because he's swinging his armor around, which punches stuff around. Then the skulls are coming out, and then I think the skulls might come with their own wind, and I think the wind pushes you back in addition to that. So you're getting pushed back by the wind, and then the skulls hit you, and that pushes you back additionally, while the screen is shaking, and I'm just like, I don't know where I am. I want to know where I am. I want to tell you I know where I am, but I don't know where I am. Somebody get my mommy. I'm a kid, like a kid lost in an amusement park. Man, they get constant in this part. I feel like I didn't have time between them this time. Am I just not getting crits right now? There's the slam. There we go. Get up, get up. I Whoa! What is up with the damage I just did? Whoa! I like half destroyed it right on the spot. Is the bottom one harder or something? Like, does it have more hit points, I mean? Like, literally harder, not like difficulty harder? Ow. Top one went down weirdly fast. Was that just lucky crits in a row? But I should have a really high crit chance, so like the crit chance shouldn't be like a heavy variable right now. There we go, that's what I wanted to do before. Son of a bitch. Am I getting better at this game? Ow. Have I healed yet? I don't know if I've had to heal yet. I'm just trying to go up, damn it. Ow. Alright. Alright, yep. Welcome to Constant Ghost Palace mode. I mean, at this point I might as well just wait over here and hide and be super safe all the time until he, I don't think the skulls even reach this wall. So I'm super safe over here, aside from his very occasional punching. And then I can just shoot him when he goes in this mode. No, don't turn around. There we go. Oh, that's what's stopping me. I keep trying to shoot him and I keep not shooting and I wasn't sure why. It's because every time you take damage, much like the grappling hook, you get stopped from shooting. You can't get me up here, now can you? Ha 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 ha. Aren't you gonna go get really angry and shoot lasers? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You've been defeated. I didn't heal a single time this time. Is there a phase 2? Oh, you're the real boss fight, huh? Oh, that's literally just that's every possible letter you could press on the keyboard. It's just all the letters. Fuck. Oh shit. What is happening? I don't have a sword attack right now, that's a problem. How do I fight? How do I fight? Do I just have to survive for a while, or what? Oh my god, it's just covered in that. Okay. Maybe it's that. Do I just have a constant supply of bullets to use for this fight? Like the rest of the fight? Okay, that's why this platform exists. Supposed to use it to shoot him. Oh god. That's a lot of bullet stuff, weird things happening. Oh god. I mean, I'm not really taking damage, so it's mostly fine. Yeah, they periodically give me more guns to use. Makes sense. If I'm gonna have a resist phase, then the resist has to be based around me not using his powers and weaponry, right? God damn it. I had to turn around in midair, which made it hard to shoot in time. Oops. Yeah, thankfully when a boss has a surprise phase 2 after a harder fight, they're usually easy at that point in most games. Because they know that if they make it too hard, you have to do the whole one again, and that's just kind of mean. And this is manageable so far, unless there's a phase 3, jeez. Okay. No. Trying to climb up the wall, but I can't. Where am I? Okay, got him. Did that miss again? Really? Really feels like they should be hitting. Oh, crap. I started... No, what? Oh, fuck. I really thought I was looking at my health bar. Like, I really thought I was looking at my health bar, and I was keeping track, and I finally must have taken a few hits, finally. I was, like, getting complacent at some point, because I was like, look, I keep checking my health bar, and it's never going down. I guess this is just a really easy fight. And then I guess I died, eventually, so... That backfired, eventually. What skills are there left to buy? Because they're just making me max out this tree, basically. Cannon damage... And I might as well go for cannon damage at this point. Didn't mean to go... Oh, no! Did I just spend what I needed to buy that point? No, I probably was... No, probably would have not have been enough regardless. But I accidentally came over here. Alright. It's like the last one, I think. I'm gonna be maximum level at this rate from what they're doing to me here. Let's see. What's the recharge thing on cannon shots? Reduced melee damage by 15%. 35%, I mean, but auto-regenerate every 15 seconds. I could go full bullet build if I want to. There are locations I can use to shoot. The other ones... Reduces recoil and environmental damage. Increase your cannon damage by 40% but lose capacity. I don't know if I'm always healing via shield drain necessarily. Let's try this build. Ammo regenerates every 15 seconds. Where was the other one? Increase your cannon damage by 40%, but lose 4 shots. Every 15 seconds I'll get another one. In that last phase, it seems like they were just showering me with bullets regardless. I should check my damage. What's my damage at? Like, ridiculous? Cannon damage is at over 2,000. Oh my god. Let's try this build out. Now that we know what happens in that phase. The question is, do I do the entire boss fight again, or do I just do that phase now? I would hope for just the last phase, but I can probably manage the first phase regardless. Especially if this bullet build helps out. I guess there's only one way to find out. Back in phase 1. Alright. Owie. I live up here. Stop that. Has there always been still a... Wait, isn't this supposed to be a back wall? Instead of having a back wall, I just have this weird back area. I don't think this is supposed to be here. This is like a staircase. What's going on there? Really, I didn't finish you off? I don't think this is supposed to happen. I think I'm supposed to go further to the right so they can make the wall go away, but I didn't, so I broke the fight, maybe. One down. They were nice enough to drop bullets for me. Alright. Alright, so this thing can't hit me here. That can hit me, though. But that won't hit me there. Okay. But I learned that if I go up here... and I drop and shoot... it won't hit it. We'll almost hit it. Not terrible, but it's going to be kind of slow damage to do it just this way. I'll have to sub in some melee while I'm going. Oh, he did it right then. He just had to, right? Oh, too late. Oh, but it worked out, surprisingly. Somehow. And it kind of hit both of them somehow. Okay, let's use this to my advantage. You know, for representation of insanity, you're surprisingly manageable so far. Ah, that was a waste. Like, that does a little bit of chip damage, but otherwise it's pretty fine. Now he's angry, so I get to blow him up. His rage mode is pretty manageable. Huh. You're very cheesable, aren't you? Like, the skulls don't even reach the ends of the wall. That's a weird choice. It's almost like they were trying to make a safe spot. I'd have 2 shots ready. Here it comes. Oh, I'm on the wrong side of the shard. Crap. Is this section coming me towards him right now? I think it is, kind of. I mean, at this point, I should just wait for him to get angry again and then get on the bottom floor and shoot. Nope, that didn't work. Yeah, despite how much this seems like the slow, lazy, awkward, cheesy way of doing the fight, I actually think this might be going faster than my successful attempt. As funny as that goes. There we go. That was very successful. And now I know this next phase is going to be really heavy into giving me the cannon, where they just shower me with free ammo. You took my melee attack away, so I stopped caring about my melee button. That's my clever plan. That's some really angry pseudo-German.
You will regret everything.
Fucking the anti-SEO fucking name. Look at that thing. No one's gonna be able to type that in. Oh yeah. Look at that damage. Look at that damage. Pro strats. Can't really see very well right now, I'm gonna be honest. Keep an eye on that health bar. Oh, he went up into it. How convenient. Keep an eye on that health bar. Gotta constantly remind myself to not forget about my health bar, or this goes poorly for me. You're looking low on health points, buddy. How's that working out? That's the wrong direction. Where am I? Can't see my character. Okay. Those giant explosions are really hard to see past. He's mad because I can't see my character now. And he missed. Alright, this is a problem. No, turn around! It's surprisingly hard to make my character face the correct way for cannon shots sometimes. I hit right, and then I hit Y, and my character shoots left. I'm like, no. I hit right for a reason. Good? Is that winning? Look at this angry face! Look at his angry lion face! Ha! He seems displeased about something. Are you displeased about something? Oh god, did I do that, or was that just timing? Hey, insane difficulty unlocked. We did it! We beat Sundered! This game's alright. I'm probably never gonna play it again. There's just so many things that could probably be improved. Among other things, just like those first two bosses, the first two real bosses, the final boss of Region 1 and Region 2, are like really neat. And the later ones don't really match up as much. The two floating dudes was kind of boring. Generally, the enemies that float through walls are a little boring because they don't really interact with the environment, and they just float at you and attack constantly. And so it kind of feels like almost like a cop-out when the game starts spamming them. It's like, oh great, I have to play this level full of spikes and stuff, but all these things are just gonna wander around through the walls and attack me, and I can't fight back if they're through the wall, and that stuff. So when a boss was that, I was like, oh, well, that's a bummer. The final boss is generally fine as an idea. It's just frustrating how much the screen shake happens, and that was a thing with all the bosses, is that the game very heavily employs screen shake and a number of visibility limiting things. In general, the game can get so chaotic that it can be very hard to find your character. I'm not sure if your character even always takes top layer or something. Like, you can just end up in a mob of stuff, and I think some of the stuff might even render on higher layers than your character, meaning that you literally are behind something sometimes. I'm not entirely sure if that's happening or if I'm just losing them on the screen because it's so chaotic. But between just visual chaos, zooming the camera out, and then doing screen shake, there's just moments of like, alright, I'm gonna die now, but not because I don't know how to fight the boss, but because I literally cannot see what's happening, and that's a problem. So that stuff disappoints me a bit. Generally slightly disappointed by how the game rewards grinding more than anything. And it's kind of whiplash back and forth thing, because like the first two bosses I put on a pedestal and whatnot, those bosses you defeat by playing the fight a certain way. You're going after the shards, you fight the shards, you have to figure out how to get around the various damage sources that the boss is throwing your way during the fight, and you just keep dealing damage while avoiding damage. It's a proper boss fight. And those ones are less stats dependent, I think, but the general, like, hordes that are summoned against you do make the game feel kind of stats dependent instead, because they become more about how high your stats are and whether or not you can handle getting hit constantly in every direction at once or not. And at some point it just reached insane points during those two zones in the final area where you're just completely getting pelted constantly by everything while the entire environment's covered in wind, while it's covered in spikes, while you're trying to platform around, and the enemies' attacks obscure your location and can also knock you back, and it's like, and on top of that, there's instant death fall pits everywhere. That might have been that restraint might have been nice at that point. That might have been a little too far to add all of those mechanics in the same location at the same time. In general, I don't think I like the idea of the instant death pits that they added in the third zone that didn't exist until then, just because this game has a lot of knockback and visual obscuring things, and hits you with hordes, and it's kind of difficult to do platforming when too much shit is happening all at once sometimes. The idea that every time you make a mistake, you just fall off a cliff and instantly die, that's a new problem that didn't exist before. Until then, it was just you have to defeat the enemies or escape them. But now you have an instant death scenario, and it kills you for a number of reasons. You can die for Mario style, just like, oh, I slipped. Oh, nope, there it goes. Or you can die because you genuinely are just overwhelmed and you fall off a cliff during the fight. And in either of those cases, it creates a situation where you have to go back to the start point and then go all the way back to where you were and re-explore a chunk of the map and redo a bunch of stuff just to get back to where you were. And I found that near the end of my playthrough, just the travel times were starting to get annoying, and that's with the fact that they gave me a super elevator to help me with the travel times in that zone. It's like I think they put that elevator there to try to attempt to address that issue a little bit. I just don't know if it really worked for me. The game kind of shifted gears in a way that made it somewhat less likable by the third zone compared to the first two. I'm generally cool with the final boss fight. It's just I'm not a big fan of the sheer amount of screen shaking that happens during the laser segment, where I'm like, I just want to hit him, man. God damn it, man. Come on. I like the progression systems. Generally, I think the tree is kind of got some cool stuff going on, and I particularly like the perks. The perks might be one of my favorite parts of the game, just because of the sheer variety of risk-reward builds you can start building into your character and like that. And I took full advantage of that by the end of the game, where it's like, okay, I finally got these really cool shield upgrades. Let's mix these together. I no longer need to worry about progressing via getting shards anymore because the game's ending. So like, let's go in this crazy shield build, and now let's try a gun build, because I know the boss fight takes away your weapon at the end. And I'm like, all right, that's cool. That was me adapting to a scenario by changing my build, and that's enjoyable. And the boss fights, even the ones I'm not a super big fan of, because you're not constantly being hoarded and stuff like that, you do still have to play them like real boss fights, which is appreciated. I'm just the kind of player, I suppose, that prefers those boss fight scenarios over the horde scenarios. Because the horde scenarios kind of feel to me like when I'm playing a game like Diablo 3, or, insert game here, Titan Quest, Path of Exile, and stuff like that, and like, you start just getting hoarded with enemies constantly, and basically one of the things that amounts to is, yeah, you have a build of your character and what kind of attack patterns they have, but a lot of it comes down to, does your character have life leech, essentially, or some sort of way of deflecting damage, because so much damage is coming your way at all times that basically you just need to be constantly in a perpetual state of healing at all times by just constantly just meleeing. And that's what it turned into for me, is especially once I got the proper life leeches, because for a while I only had access to the one that gives me health when I defeat somebody. But once I got health and shield regeneration on a hit, that's when I'm like, okay, now the tankiness can begin and stuff like that. But they were kind of smart about how they would, even those abilities would have positives and negatives, and there's a lot of back and forth as to whether or not you should use certain things because of whether or not they would be useful for your build or not, and that all generally came together nicely. So this has been Sundered. It's got a cool art style. Its general gameplay is satisfying. The combat is generally satisfying. I'm not personally a fan of the horde stuff. I don't know if it really helps much, and I think we can all agree, no matter how much you like or don't like the game, I think we can all agree that the procedural generation maps could use more rooms, because in one run you'll encounter the same room like 7 times if you're going for long enough, and it's like, I haven't even regenerated the map, it's just this was one layout. And that stuff's kind of a bummer, because it feels like a little bit like cut corners, and that's kind of a bummer, but that's fine. It's basically one of those things where an indie developer has a certain idea, and in this case you can tell from this giant scrolling screen that this is a Kickstarter game, because look at all these Kickstarter backers. So that means they had a certain amount of money and probably a certain amount of time in which to fulfill their obligation of finishing the game, and then, time and money constraints, you get the game you get. It's true for AAA games, it's true for indie games, but it's really true for indie games, unless you're going to delve into that forbidden apple that is the freaking kind of horrible early access system. Then you just have to deal with the fact that your game just will eventually have to ship in whatever state that it's in when you're out of resources and time. And I'm sure they had plans to add all sorts of stuff to it that they just never got around to, because I think every game happens that way. And I just wish that they had gotten that extra bit, because that would have been cool. Thanks for watching like always. I'll see you next time.